Well, here's a question for you. Is artificial intelligence going woke? After the fallout of Gemini producing historically inaccurate images, Fox tested the leading AI chatbots and found some had bias. When asked to show a picture of a white person, two platforms, Meta AI and Google Gemini, could not fulfill the request. Gemini also saying that focusing on race is harmful when asked about achievements of white people, but quickly responded with a list when asked about the achievements of the black community. Here with the reaction, CyberGuy Kurt Knudsen. Kurt,
good morning. It is not often that you have Google waking up in the morning apologizing for their bad move here. Right. So this is a misstep on a technology that's advancing. So right. Google Bard was the first version. Now Gemini is a recently launched AI version of Google. Right. And this is a glitch that was on the system. They are at least saying this morning, we're very sorry. This is a glitch. Right. We're learning. We're working this out. But man, they stepped in it on this one. Because you shouldn't be able to put in any race and get some different answers. It should just generate the truth.
It should just be facts, but clearly, and we've heard about this for years, it's whoever writes the algorithm, they really do control that search engine. Or in this case, it controls how the AI actually thinks about stuff.
Well, that's the biggest concern I have about big tech being in control of the narrative of the world, not just America. Right. The fact is you have geeks in the back room sitting there going, oh, I think when someone asks this, it should spit out what I think this should be. Meanwhile, I might say, hey, what color is the sky? And it says, let's say it's green now. Right. And when that keeps happening, people go, yeah, it's green. No, that's blue.
All right. I've got two questions for you. The first one is about these new smartwatches and smart rings that are supposedly give you glucose blood sugar levels. You say they don't work.
Well, I'm saying the FDA is saying that they don't work, and the FDA is warning that if you're using a ring or a smartwatch that measures your blood glucose level, that it is not accurate compared to an invasive way or anything that goes beyond your skin.
Because it doesn't pierce your skin.
Correct. So whether that's true or not is another story. Maybe they're not catching up with the technology. For example, and while they're not touting this, Samsung just, hours ago announced a brand new Galaxy Ring with a bunch of health and wellness focused on it. I'm not hearing about glucose on it, but the technology is going to get there. But what they're saying right now is if you're leaning on this and you have diabetes, and we're dealing with millions of Americans who have it, don't lean on a non-invasive ring or smartwatch to measure your sugar level.
Because it'll give you a number, it just won't be accurate.
Correct.
According to the FDA. All right, this was in the tease. How would you folks get into a taxi that flies? There would be somebody driving it, but also it could be an ambulance that flies, it could be a cargo ship or something like that. Would you get in something like that?
That is a rather spectacular device called the Super Now that you're going to see flying over our skies in about 2028-ish, I would guess. There's another one that's going to come about 26. Here's the idea, that in neighborhoods around America, there will be helipads, essentially for these things called eVTOLs. You may book a ticket on an airline, and then it'll start in your neighborhood, so you'll never deal with traffic, you'll never deal with all the congestion getting to the airport and being there, and this thing will just lift off, quieter than a dishwasher, 65 decibels, and thank God there's a pilot. I don't want to get one that's autonomous. But,
no kidding. But just like Uber, there's probably going to be surge pricing, and it's going to be sky high. Just saying. All right.
That's a very good one.
Really. All right. Check everything out that he was just talking about at cyberguy.com. Kurt, thank you.